is that they have to try to change the narrative, and they haven't. They're not seen as the good guys. So they're going to send out these shills. They're going to send out these mouthpieces. They're going to send out these puppets to basically try to convince the public. Now, what I realized with that Charlemagne conversation, a lot of the public isn't informed, right? I'll give Charlemagne one thing. I think he did a great and masterful job by using the information that people weren't going to be knowledgeable of. And then, by the way, he's done this before, right? He does it to Dame or he does it to Kanye. He's like, yo, damn, man, like, are you okay? Not gonna lie, it was one of the most disrespectful things I've ever experienced in my career. Like someone, the idea that, respectfully, the idea that someone like Charlemagne, who, if you listen to Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club, that nigga can't even read a spell, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if that's the nigga telling me I'm Looney Tunes, it's disrespectful to me just on an IQ level. But fine, he's a media professional, and I do give that to him. But separate and aside from that, right? They have to try to fix this narrative. The narrative is about Jay, and I keep telling you the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that Jay-Z wants to make these big-ass moves, and he can't do it with his reputation in dirt. People are seeing through the shit. People are calling it out. As long as people could see this Roc Nation, like, nefarious element, Jay-Z can't get off any finesse. He just did all these shows. You don't think he wants to make an announcement of some big business deal that he wants all y'all to support, but he can't do it no more. And I think that's the problem. As long as people are knowledgeable of all of the things, or at least the nefariousness of some of how they're moving, it won't work. So they're sending everyone out. Okay, why did I say all that? Well, I said all that because, as I said, you know what? If people aren't that knowledgeable, I've done a great enough job. I think Nicki did a good job. Drake even said the jig is up. Cool. Now you got to let them fight among themselves. And right on cue was Peter Rosenberg, or as I call him, Rosendweeb, getting at Ebro about, he said, they were talking about the discussion with me and Charlemagne. They say, I'm going to be honest with you, I was shocked that Charlemagne really is in some type of business with Roc Nation. The oddest thing I've ever seen is that Ebro, a guy who has hated Charlemagne for decades, basically comes to the aid of Charlemagne, but it doesn't seem like he's coming to the aid of Charlemagne. Seems like he's actually coming to the aid of, or he's playing interference, as I've always said, for the idea of people working with Roc Nation, and he throws Rosendweeb under the bus by saying, you're broke. That's why you don't understand why Charlemagne is working with Roc Nation. That was an interesting twist. I'm going to play the video here for you guys. Is this it? This is right here. Let's see if we can find it.
And this is not shitting. It'd be like video. It'd be on like Akademiks page. Look at it.
Here we go.
If you have money, being invited to make an investment in things.
Okay.
Look stupid, which is
okay. So I want to play it with context. So this was their show yesterday. By the way, their highest viewed show, ironically, still only 40K.
I don't necessarily believe all the hype that I get in my algo that I'm the preeminent like Drake hater. I think that's just, I don't know. That's why I just left it alone at media personality. Maybe there's somebody else.
Okay, let me go back a little bit more. I want to give some context. Here we go. We'll start from 29 minutes, all right?
Interesting to see Charlemagne try to explain this, though I didn't think it needed an explanation.
But it clearly does.
Clearly does. Just because we sat here and we're like, well, man, Drake, woo, that went bad. That was us piling on and saying, haha, good, we finally got him. That's how I believe he saw that as a man fan. That's the only way he was able to But that's when you said just there are media personalities, I'm chuckling because he was definitely referring to you and some others, but you among the most.
Okay. I think they're talking about me. Let's go back.
That here, we're like, well, man.
Here we go.
Don't understand things like well.
That's a good brand.
You know what I mean?
We represent those that don't understand.
Well, and it's because they're so caught up in fandom or they're so caught up in internet hype. Maybe they do understand. They just play like that on the internet or whatever. But the whole idea that like Drake lost the battle and then there was, and I'm sure there were media personalities that was like ready to finish him off forever.
Oh, he's referring to you, but go ahead. Yeah.
But how was that? I never took that stance though.
I know you didn't, but I'm explaining.
Ebro, you were running around saying the guy's a cancer. Listen, you know all y'all niggas in media, let me tell you this. You know I'm at the point where I just shit on all y'all. I don't give two fucks about what y'all say. I'm rewriting all the media. Listen, the way I operate with every artist I've been cool with, y'all just talk. I help niggas' careers. That's a fact. I'm the reason y'all was talking about 6ix9ine. I'm the reason why, like, there's so many artists, when you think about what Act did for them, you gotta be like, it's a difference between me and all of y'all. Y'all will never be me. I want to point that out to media. This is why y'all don't make no rules. I make the rules. The way I've been with the top artists, y'all have never been and could never be. You can't take a rainbow-headed kid and make him one of the hottest artists based on how you're covering him, how you're dealing with him in more than a media capacity. Okay? That's just a fact, right? Whether it's my relationship with him, with YB, with Cardi, and guess with Drake. So when I listen to y'all and y'all say, oh no, well, media should be this. Nigga, fuck out of here. This is why I got fired from your show. The biggest artists in the world owe me probably something because I am intricately involved in turning up their career, and my biggest ops who are rappers, I'm intimately involved in turning down their careers. Me and y'all are not the same. Me and every nigga in media is not the same. Y'all don't wield the type of power influence I got. Y'all would never. I'm popping my shit because it's true. So when Drake is at a pivotal moment and I'm like, yo, you're my nigga. I see the media going against you. I see this going against you. And I do what I would have done with 6ix9ine. I would have done the same. The whole industry went against 6ix9ine. What I did, I said, yo, okay, that's what they finna do. Let's go. Y'all don't have it in y'all wheelhouse to do. And maybe when I hear when y'all say what media should do, nigga, y'all are beneath me, my nigga. I'm sorry. Y'all can't tell me how to move. Okay? I don't want to hear the 12th man on the bench shout out, yo, you a bum. Nigga, I'm dropping 40. So this idea is, when I'm even speaking about Drake, and this is why when niggas even talk about the chain, I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say. Nigga, I helped niggas' careers. Drake will tell you. Nigga, I helped niggas' careers. 6ix9ine will tell you. YB will tell you. Cardi will tell you. Who did y'all help? Because y'all love talking about what I've done. Let's talk about what y'all have done. All y'all have done is just run your mouth, but y'all are inconsequential because y'all don't influence nothing. And I mean all of y'all. The biggest artists in the world, I've had a thumbprint on how their career has went over the years. I've been locked in with think about me and Cardi going into the release of I Am Music. You think that Cardi would say, I ain't gonna lie, man, yo, you know how much conversations we had going into that? You think Cardi didn't lean on me? I lean on Cardi. I act. Come on, bro. My type of media is a different type of media from y'all niggas. And it's not only for Drake. It's not only for Drake. I'm naming other people. So when I listen to these niggas and they keep saying this man fan shit, brother, it's the reason I'm the most paid. It's the reason why I'm me. And the reason why all y'all niggas, listen, I played a different game than y'all played. And it's the reason why in 2026, I sit at the mountaintop and I look down and I'm like, look at these bum ass niggas right here. I'm sorry. So I know when I say things like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, when it came time, when y'all always kicking Drake back in, when even the whole battle happened, yeah, me and Drake locked in more than we ever locked in before. That's a fact. Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna, what you want me to not take my credit for what the fuck happened in the 2 years of him reversing everything around, and now the PR is probably the best it's been since before the battle? No, I'm gonna take that. And I take that because I gotta shit on you niggas because you niggas don't affect shit. All of you niggas teamed up, and all that nigga needed was me. Fuck out of here. The whole industry switched on 6ix9ine. All that nigga needed was me. Fuck out of here. The whole industry switched on YB. All he needed was me. Y'all niggas are not in my space. Y'all not in the position. Y'all don't share the same voice. Y'all are peons. And I'm proud about what I do. Yes, it might be a little bit biased, but that's why I tell you, this is my homies. I don't give two fucks. Might be a little bit, yeah, that's my nigga. It is what it is.
The whole you doesn't understand anything. He didn't understand. And this was interesting to see Charlamagne try to explain this, though I didn't think it needed to.
Bro, I don't need to even sit here, and I know y'all trying to like do this thing like, bro, I don't need to sit here and talk about the conversations that I've either had with YB or Drake or 6ix9ine when, again, these are people who are artists who are trying to have their best face forward, and everybody's kicking their back in. Every media narrative is kicking their back in. The conversations where they're explaining themselves to me like, yo, this is the truth, but nobody wants to hear it. Everybody switched against me. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not over here apologizing for none of that. And to keep it real, with every artist I've ever fucked with like that, I'll do it again. That's gonna be the difference between me and y'all.
Explanation.
But it clearly does.
Clearly does. Just because we sat here and were like, well, man, Drake, woo, that went bad. That was us piling on and saying, haha, good.
And oh, that's another thing too. Bro, I hate, and this is why I hate when it comes back around, niggas acting like they never hated like that. That's why I feel like y'all a pussy. Not because Drake ended up winning, right? He was down 24. And he ends up winning the game. And now all of y'all be like, oh, we weren't there when he was getting jumped. Like, bro, I wish y'all would continue to hate. I kind of look down on y'all because I'm like, y'all only jump in when the tide is going one way. Y'all not man enough to stand on your own. Bro, if the nigga's a cancer 2 years ago, he's a cancer now. Stand on it. Now you're like, yo, who was hating like that? Bro, what do you mean who was hating like? Y'all niggas sound like some bitches. And it's not only these two bozos. The rest of hip-hop media who that's their narrative. Yo, wait, who really disliked Drake that much? Nigga, you! I'd rather you stand on it. This idea of like, you know, and I get it. I think the new thing is like this gaslighting shit. Everybody's like, yo, like rewriting history, gaslighting. What? No. You know what they're trying to say? It's not that we hated Drake. We were just being fair. No, you're not. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it, because there are people that were being fair. But those people's voices don't even matter.
Good, we finally got him. That's how I believe he saw that as a Man fan. That's the only way he was able to but that's when you said just there are media personalities.
Yo, let me announce this right now. If any of y'all rappers go against Drake, we're done in you. Straight up. Like, I'm sorry. Like, yo, as long as I'm the number one nigga in media, it's not happening. Y'all not getting my favorite rapper out of there. Listen, and it's not on some, you can say whatever, like, bro, this is my favorite rapper. Same how y'all rock for Jay-Z. That era just over. Like, I'm rocking out for my favorite rapper. I'm sorry. I always preferred Drake in the battle with Meek. I preferred him in the battle with Pusha T. Listen, this whole like, yo, you gotta, because you're media, you gotta be like this arbitrary, non-biased person. No. I thought he beat Pusha T with raps, not with T. He whipped what's his name ass? Meek. And then this Kendrick shit, whatever.
I'm chuckling because he was definitely referring to you and some others, but you were.
Rosendweeb, I was referring to that bum ass nigga.
among the most prominent.
I didn't think listen, I don't necessarily believe all the hype that I get in my algo that I'm the preeminent like Drake hater. I think
who
that's
else? Let me ask
I don't know. That's why I just left it alone at media personality. Maybe there's somebody else. I don't know.
I'm sure there are other people.
But I don't know. But I don't want to assume.
Ebro, I also keep saying a lot of times when I'm talking, I am referring to you. I'm gonna tell you why I refer to you. I don't like when you're not that relevant as a media personality these days, but I don't like when you hide behind like you're just a media personality. You're one of the most powerful people in this entire game. You are the global ambassador or the global head of hip hop at Apple Music. That is a really powerful thing. I remember sitting on the phone, and this, if y'all want to say how is Act Media different from other niggas' media, nigga, I sat on the phone with Lucian Grange's son, Elliot Grange. I sat on the phone with 6ix9ine trying to figure out when the whole world thought he was a snitch. Yo, how could we get Ebro to fucking start programming the niggas' music on a playlist? Yes, I strategize with niggas. You have irrational hate because I guess you thought you were a street nigga. They told me about how much how they try to pitch his music. How many times? Yo, we try to pitch this. They're not playlisting the guy. You have a different type of power. This is why I oftentimes refer to you. Rosendweeb is just like, he's a bum. You have actual power. So when you have your voice, you have power, right? You're the reason why. Shit, I signed a deal. I'll be very honest. I'm like mad transparent. I signed a deal with 10K. I still got it. The Academy Records, bro. Even Elliot Grange is like, yo, bro, Act. If you and Ebro got problems when you're pushing through an artist, he probably isn't gonna playlist you. He's not gonna playlist your artist to spite you. So, bro, you have a different type of power. That's why a lot of times I allude to you, because you being a hater, I don't think that you should have that job. You never see Carl Cherry come in and just start calling people cancer when he got to go make a playlist that's going to dictate somebody's life. You're calling a nigga a cancer while he's in a battle with the nigga, and then you get to make the playlist that controls his life. That shit don't make sense to me. You either got to pick a side. You either shut the fuck up and go make playlists and be the Apple head of music or head of hip hop, and you be fair. I always said these niggas like Ebro, this me and Elliot Grange and 6ix9ine on the phone and a couple more label people, and we literally said Ebro is treating Apple Music playlist like it's Ebro's playlist. To the point, like, this is actual fact, nigga. Everything I'm saying is fact. At some point, because 6ix9ine is tight now, 6ix9ine is looking like, yo, Elliot, yo, you're the son of Lucian Grange. Like, you got to lean on these niggas. And he started getting mad at his label because he's saying Lucian Grange has power over Spotify and Apple, right? Now, get it, it's his son. He's like looking like, yo, bro, if Ebro is going to be on this like street nigga shit, bro, lean on Apple to either get him the fuck out of there, that because you need a fair nigga there. What do you mean? So that's the point where I don't like when this guy act like he's just a media personality. My nigga, you're not that good at being a media personality. Nigga, the power you hold is that you work at Apple, my nigga. You work at Apple, and if you have a gripe against somebody, you call somebody a sickness or a cancer, you could alter that algorithm. You could alter all of that shit to fuck with a nigga's livelihood. I can't, listen, I run my platforms. Okay, maybe I fuck with Lil Baby when I'm just violating that nigga, but that's my platform. I'm not up there at Spotify. Nigga, if I was at Spotify, I would delete that nigga's whole catalog. The fuck? But that's not happening. They wouldn't hire me at Spotify to do that. You're at Apple Music and you're calling niggas cancers. You're calling niggas whatever. I just don't think that's fair.
But my point being is, when Iceman was ready, we all were ready and celebrated Iceman and was ready to listen to it and have a good time with it. Like,
hey, I hate even that point. Bro, I'm telling you this, and listen, I'm not asking nobody, nigga. I'm telling you niggas this. Y'all niggas accepted Iceman because the whole tide had changed. We changed the tide, the media tide, over 2 years where it became unpopular to hate on Drake anymore, my nigga. I'm telling you, if you had dropped Iceman while y'all was in the peak of y'all hate, a couple months after the battle, y'all would all be comfortable going on your platforms calling it trash, saying, yo, this is proof he's finished. That's what were you talking about? Yes, that's where I'm going to take my credit. I went against all you bum-ass niggas making narratives, and nigga, it was definitely a fight for 2 years to even out the narrative, to be like, okay, whatever with the battle, but y'all were nitpicking on everything. He need to go on vacation. Yo, he doesn't have 40 no more. Oh, he's singing too much. Oh, he ain't really rap. Y'all were saying anything, nigga, like he tried to drop music. He did. So that's the thing about these dishonest motherfuckers. Y'all think that the best music he's ever dropped just came with Iceman. I ain't gonna lie, it's a beautiful body of work. Bro, he dropped mad music. Y'all were shitting on it. Every one of y'all. Nah, that ain't it. All of y'all. Because the thing is, it's easy to hate when the environment says you could hate. The only reason, and I stand on it, whether it's Joe Budden, Charlemagne, E-Bum, I don't even know if DJ Dickhead and them even talk about this because I haven't seen them niggas in years. The only reason why y'all are forced to give it props is not because of the music. Y'all are forced to give it props because it is not popular to go with the same hate campaign. Your audience will look at you like y'all are bozos. So you got to do the, okay, nah, I ain't gonna lie, he came correct. Bro, here's the funny part about this. Plot twist he did back in that era. He did plot twist back in that era. A couple of them songs on this album, he did back in the era where y'all were hating. When he dropped No Face, like he picked No Face in them songs thinking, those are strong songs, let me rock with them. Y'all was hating on all them shits. Yo, he's obsessed. Why he keep talking like that? Yo, why he's still talking tough? Y'all was saying everything. It took 2 years of y'all realizing that the fans is over it. We tired of y'all just blanketly hating, for y'all to open up your minds, your ears, and at least not just put out the same narrative y'all been putting out. So I resent anybody who said it was just the music. It's not just the music. If Iceman dropped, he beefed in May, or that's when Not Like Us came out, May 4th, 2024. If he had put out Iceman October 4th, 2024, niggas would have said, bro, yo, this guy sounds exhausted. He needs to take a break. Yo, damn, sometimes it's cool to just fall back and accept your loss. Because that's how the internet is. You get what I'm saying? That's how the internet is. This is why, like, put it like this. The internet split on me and Charlemagne's comment. Well, not really split. I think some people, they're like, yo, act lost, whatever. Bro, you know how much I want to break shit down it? Nah, just leave it. You can't fight the internet. That's what Drake realized too. You can't fight it. So he waited. You can't fight it. When they want you to take a loss, just leave it alone. It's cool. So that's why you don't even really hear me like kind of dissecting even that Charlemagne thing. Whatever y'all think about it, hopefully you'll mature better in time. Who gives a fuck? I'm going to move on. But that's what Drake had to go through too. The moment he dropped The Hard Part 6, he realized these niggas don't want to hear nothing from me. That's a fact. They don't want to hear nothing from me about this situation anymore in this back and forth. It took 2 years for the tide to change. If y'all don't believe me, y'all tell me what it is. And if y'all really that stupid to think that it's just the music that is now just so much better that you're like, oh my God. If you really think that he could have dropped this project back then and y'all would have loved it and just switched up y'all minds, you're stupid. Anyway.
No, I know what you're saying, but that's ridiculous. Like, and that's actually, that's why I found the conversation interesting.
Because the fact that Charlemagne had to explain, hey, you don't have, to academics, hey, you don't have to jump in and be on a side. You can just analyze the thing that happens and say, hey, he's going to be fine, on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's just a rap battle.
And academics saw it as like, nah, that's my man.
I'm not going to let him bleed out on the floor.
And you thought I was crazy when I said at the Jay-Z show, I thought there were a couple times he was performing for me. Academics like, they're coming from my man. I got you. Like, what? That's how you saw. Now, listen.
That's exactly how I see it. That's how I see it. Yo, y'all media niggas, y'all not in my position. I'm locked in with these niggas. Like put it like this. It's a reason why the whole Roc Nation got an issue with me. When I'm in somebody's corner, like, fuck what y'all keep talking about in media. nigga, I'm more than media in terms of when I'm locked in with an artist, nigga, it's the best PR you could possibly fucking get, my nigga. I'm like, that's so again, I'm not saying I'm the PR for the nigga, but in reality, it's like, bruh, if Ak is your best friend, 6ix9ine, if Ak is like your homie, YB, if Ak is like the only person you talk to, Cardi, like it's something else, yes. So in times of turmoil, this is why Meek hated me. Meek just wanted, Meek, honest, I wish he would even come and comment. He honest to God believes that he would have done Drake if niggas like me would have just been saying, yeah, Drake's over. Oh, hell nah. Oh, damn, a reference? Oh, that's over. That's why the niggas started beefing with me. The niggas started beefing with me because I said to Coon Philly on the phone, Drake is my favorite rapper. And all they kept telling me what real niggas do. Real niggas wouldn't get pissed on. Real niggas wouldn't do this. The streets recognize this. And I was just like, bro, I just like the niggas' music. I like it more than yours.
And he was rewarded with a chain because he went that hard.
And he's in the Iceman rollout. He hosted the...
Nigga, I'm in everybody's rollout. Nigga, the most popping roll... Like, I hate that I gotta pop my shit on niggas. I'm in Cardi's rollout, nigga. Like, when it's time for YB to really turn it up, nigga, I'm in that too. The thing is, y'all niggas... Like, y'all are like... I don't even really know what to call y'all. Like, that's non-consequential. When... from the biggest to the smallest rapper needs somebody and they need to really get the focus on whatever they need to get the focus on. Yes. I'm in it. I'm in that. Yes. I'm the nigga they call. They don't call y'all.
Iceman rollout.
Got to host the Iceman rollout.
Say I'm telling on myself, nigga, I'm not telling on myself, nigga, this ain't no secret, nigga. I'm telling y'all the facts.
So when and once again, I'll remind you guys, every accusation is a confession.
Right.
So when he's talking about like, you know, people picking sides, he's the one picking sides. Right. He's talking about himself.
It's so obvious, but
because
I picked the side, of course. That's fact. Yo, the thing is with me, like I be telling y'all, like, yo, they be thinking that they're gonna say this and I'm gonna be like, no, I didn't. Of course I did, nigga. Are you dumb?
You've picked a side. You're assuming everyone else has. We were just watching a rap battle.
Yo, exactly.
And then
a
battle where there's literally a conflict of some sort.
Yo,
you do pick a side, like teams. After that, you're like, all right, on to the next.
The irony is, this man is on the line with them, trying to give them information, do whatever they can. We never were talking to Kendrick. We were sitting here watching.
Yo, Kendrick don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all don't have nothing of value for him. Like, you know what's so crazy? Back in the day, y'all used to shame me saying I can't be in a room with bum-ass niggas like Jay-Z. That's what y'all used to say. That niggas, no. These days, all the current rappers, the most popping ones, they might have to, they hit me up either for the advice or, yo, okay, or give me the game plan. I'm sorry. So it is what it is. The reason why Kendrick don't call y'all, whether E-Bum and Rosendweeb knew about his plan or not, does not happen. Does not do nothing. That's the difference. Like, no way Kendrick's like, you know what? I'm about to drop this song called 616, but let me hit up Rosendweeb. Like, Rosendweeb is going to give me, like, you know, like when I drop the song and roll it out, yes. With Rosendweeb knowing about it and kind of like knowing some extra details and being able to frame it away, it's going to hit. No, nigga. Niggas like you, we damn near ran out of hip-hop, man. That's why I be popping my shit on y'all now. I just got to let y'all know the facts, man. Like, I got, like enough being humble. I got to let y'all know the facts, man. Like, y'all niggas, like, there's nobody really giving a fuck about what y'all got going on, bro. Like, fuck being humble. I'm tired of just being like, okay, cool. No, these niggas don't call you because you don't affect nothing. If you affected something, niggas will go hit you, nigga. That's a fact. Joe get calls. Nobody's calling Rosendweeb.
it literally as objective rap fans. And if Drake could come back and smack Kendrick, I'll be like, oh man, Kendrick's my guy. But woo, he took one that he really did get it. Now, I will say the one other interesting thing, though, while I saw the commentary moving around that everyone was like, wow, Charlemagne made Akademiks look stupid, which is not a huge shock based on seeing them together. I would kind of predict that result. But I will say, I thought Charlemagne took a huge L in that I really never knew up until a clip hit my algorithm that he was legitimately like deep in with Roc Nation. I thought that was Akademiks talking shit. I did not.
Bro, if I said it, it's facts, nigga. I don't come on this shit like just spewing bullshit. But I look like I got Roc Nation propaganda. Nigga, if I said it, it happened. Nigga, I'm the most truthful nigga that's ever been in media, nigga. Nigga, if I said it, it happened.
Got it. Well, look, I this is what I will say.
I just thought he wore the hat.
Being invited, if you have money.
Now, this is where Ebro does something that I never thought he would do. Keep in mind, he don't fuck with Charlemagne. He don't bang with him. He's not cool with him. They've had tension. I remember him talking about one time they went to an event and, there wasn't like, they stayed away from each other. They've talked shit about each other. I never thought I would see the day where this guy runs interference, but he's defending Charla. But it's not really defending Charla. He's defending the Roc Nation Connect. And by the way, Ebro, we're on your ass too, because the way you did this, it sounds like you trying to tell us that you might be in some paperwork with Roc Nation too. Like, listen to this, Chad.
Money. Being invited to make an investment in things is something that people with money do. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily in with a particular person because you made an investment.
The way he phrased that very meticulously tells me, Grand, we got to find out which business deal he's on with Roc Nation, because look like he was trying to, it's one of those where you're trying to say it really for yourself. Like, oh, exactly.
Being invited to make an investment in things is something that people with money do. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily in with a particular person because you made an investment.
I mean,
and here's, again, I'm done really having these conversations publicly with these guys, because I know they're going to hit you with the gaslight, because they're doing stuff beneath the cloak of, they're doing it beneath the cloak of, the shit you can't see. So if he does have a business deal or something with Roc Nation, you wouldn't know, right? It's gonna take days or weeks of somebody like me and my team digging to expose it. He's not gonna even say it. Same like Charlemagne. He's like, no, it was public. You get what I'm saying?
It's pretty in.
No, not true.
Listen, let me tell you, as someone who's never been in, it's in.
But you don't have money to invest.
That's
like
not
that.
true. I mean,
this is even better what I was trying to say. And again, this is where, again, as I said, I'm done having these conversations publicly with these guys, because it's easy to gaslight, because they could hide stuff. They could use AI. They could do whatever. But this is the reality of it, right? And by the way, I know people, let me address the people saying, well, if you have an OVO chain, why can't these guys work with whatever? That's not the thing. I just said publicly, I said, yo, me and Drake locked in. Nigga, if nigga, I'll tell you that when it comes to just strategically over the last 2 years, I've done my piece with Drizzy. Like, that's a fact. Like, I'm not hiding it. These niggas is up here acting like they're just like super, like, yo, we are impartial. Like, they're acting like they got no horse in a race, while their names are on contracts. Their names are literally, it has to do with their livelihood. They're investing with these guys. If they all kept it real like I kept it real, be like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, me and Jay, we got some shit right now. But this is what we got right there. We could listen to every Jay opinion you got and at least just remember in the back of my mind. Like, for example, y'all know I got an OVO chain. If I say something about Drake, you might just say, I don't know if I could take Act seriously, got a chain. Or you might be like, nah, Act actually spit the truth. But you at least get the choice. That's what being transparent and honest is. You got Charlemagne hiding the shit. You got this bozo over here look like he damn near snitching on himself, like, I hope they don't find my connection. What the fuck? Why can't y'all niggas just keep it a bean? Because if you keep it a bean, it doesn't even make you irrelevant or like, negate everything you says, but it gives the audience the chance to think, oh, okay, all right, well, now we know this. We could either use that information, and after we've heard you do this or show up like this, we could take you serious, or we could be like, you know what, I think that might be whatever. But this idea of, even when Kendrick says compromise, is like, is it compromise or niggas just not telling y'all who they're affiliated with? So if everybody got an affiliation, but everybody hiding it but Ak, who do you trust? I ain't gonna lie, and I know y'all ain't gonna like this type of analogy, but this is one of the reasons I fuck with Trump. All of them politicians is scummy. Trump came out and he said, nigga, I'm a scum. Like, I'm gonna do me. And I always told people, I fuck with Trump because at least he was telling us he's a piece of shit. The rest of the niggas was acting like they not a piece of shit. And then we find out. He telling you like, yo, bruv, this is how I'm getting down. I'd rather the snake I could see than the one that is hiding it. And nah, bro, like, that's just me though. That's me. You know, y'all could be different.
How do you know? How do you know what Charlamagne invested?
Well, because I haven't seen you invest in anything. So
this guy makes a direct left turn in accusing his co-host of just being a broke ass nigga. I'm gonna tell you why this is so egregious, chat. Years ago, when Rosendweeb said a comment saying he saw me at Complex. I'm at Complex doing Everyday Struggle. They brought in this bum. He couldn't pull no reins. I remember they offered me like 10 bands or something like that to do a show. I didn't want to do a show. I'm like, I don't want to sit down with Rosendweeb. I don't care what I got going on. It's not going to happen, right? Anyway, I see this bum in the fucking green room area at Complex. And I just walked past him, right? Like, bro, like, you know, did I walk past him or I just seen him, but I was in the Everyday Struggle green room? Now, granted, my issues with him is not like I'm going to run down there like some wrestling shit and choke the nigga out, but nigga, whatever, nigga, fuck you, nigga, whatever. Yo, the nigga went on air. He said, yo, I seen Akademiks at Complex. He looked like he was scared of me when he see me. Huh? Anyway, fast forward. I'm on stream. I said, bro, Rosendweeb, not the nigga who's getting his bitch. Like, remember he had I fucked up his, like, marriage, too. His wife was getting fucked by, like, some nigga, some mailman, some, like, you know, some black dude that was a mailman at her job. I forgot what her job was. Aired that out, of course. I told that nigga, I said, Rosendweeb, no one is scared of you. Matter of fact, we could squabble. Bruv, the nigga sent me the longest DM I've ever got. Yo, I don't want to squabble. Da-da-da-da. I heard your stream. You said that I'm jealous, whatever. And this is when I knew this nigga is kind of like a bum. He's kind of broke. He said to me, he says, I know you make a lot of money. I'm never jealous about all the money you make. Like, I'm very comfortable in myself. And I'm like, why is he talking like? I'm like, yo, this nigga sound like he wanted to ask me for a loan. I'm like, yo, this nigga sound crazy. Boy's on Hot 97 at the point. Anyway, this, you know, here's a parallel. This is egregious because technically Rosendweeb's boss is the program director. Who was the program director? Ebum. So this is why it's egregious. Yo, it's like me and a nigga I hire, or me and my assistant get into an argument and I call my assistant broke. Nigga, I'm the one that pays you. Like, that's crazy. So for the last like 10, 15 years of Rosendweeb's career, Ebum is the one that is responsible for getting him paid. So when he's calling him broke, he's hitting him with gut shots. Because he knows how much that nigga makes. He knows that nigga ain't got nothing. He knows that nigga's a bum. So, like, that's why you're going to see it go off the rails. Yo, how you hire a nigga and call him broke later? Yo, you broke ass nigga. Like, yo, that's crazy. Imagine your boss bringing you into his office and say, yo, you one broke ass motherfucker. Like, come on. But that's another thing about Ebum. It's a conflict of interest. Why you got the program director who hires? You don't know what a program director does? A program director is responsible for programming at a radio station. They usually orchestrate all the shows and picks the personnel. Their executive status. he essentially is the boss of Rosendweeb at Hot 97. So he knows how much he getting paid. And now they both get fired, and he's calling the nigga who he used to be his boss a bum. They're doing the show for free 99. And even here, while they don't have no sponsor, no nothing, he's still the boss of the nigga. They're doing a free show and he's still the boss, bro. How you got a boss and y'all not making no money? He was a boss. He was your boss at Hot 97. He's a boss when y'all doing community service. How is that? You might as well call that man daddy, as Dame Dash would say. Call him daddy. Call him daddy. Now he gets on the radio with you. He's trying to defend Jay-Z, Roc Nation, all that bullshit. Matter of fact, he's defending Charlemagne. Back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I remember everything. Yo, Rosendweeb used to go in on Charlemagne for Ebro and the station. Now, you have Ebum who's going at Rosendweeb over Charlemagne while they're both unemployed and he's shitting on him. You're a broke ass nigga. Listen to this shit, chat. I couldn't make this up. Hold on. This is crazy.
What I will say.
I just thought he wore the hat.
Let me try some more. I'm
invited if you have money. Being invited to make an investment in things is something that people with money do. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily in with a particular person because you made an investment.
I mean, it's pretty in.
No, not true.
Listen, let me tell you, as someone who's never been in, it's in.
But you don't have money to invest.
That's
like
not
that.
true. I mean, how do you know? How do you know what?
The like that is the shit that's the stinger. He said, how do you know? The boy signed your checks. That's how you know. He said, how do you know? Remember, I was your boss. It still am.
Charlemagne invest.
Yo, just go back to this one scene right here. Look.
Necessarily in with a particular person because you made an investment.
Here we go.
I mean, it's pretty in.
No, not true.
Listen, let me tell you, as someone who's never been in, it's in.
But you don't have money to invest.
That's
like
not
that.
true. I mean, how do you?
You see how Laura, is it Laura or Lauren? Laura, you see how she looks? She knows, and shout out to her, she know when to keep it quiet. You know why? She know the dynamic. This nigga been the boss. This is the employee arguing with his boss. She wouldn't say that because she know that Ebum been the person responsible for her checks too.
You know, how do you know what Charlemagne invested?
Well, because I haven't seen you invest in anything. So I don't know. But I'm just saying.
Ebro, I have money to invest in things. No one asked me to be a part of anything.
Well, then
I'm not gonna roll over.
Okay, and this is where even a cocksucker like Rosendweeb is right once a day like a broken clock, or twice. Flex said it right, and this is the reason why I said I don't care if Charlemagne was down with the Roc Nation thing. Well, first of all, here's the problem with that Roc Nation shit, right? It's not about the investment. And bro, I'm taking my blame. I'm taking the blame for allowing Charlemagne to even move the goalposts and shit, right? Like, for example, when he says, well, if Drake calls you up, the investment wasn't the problem. If Drake calls me and tells me, yo, invest in pickleball, right? This pickleball company with me. Great. Of course I would do it. I wouldn't get on my fucking platform and then go at everybody else invested in pickleball calling their shit illegal. Like, that's the problem, right? Nobody knows that I was invested in it. Now I get on my public airwaves and now I'm saying that everybody else, my potential competitors, because that's what it is. Charlemagne got on. He got all the problem with gambling. He got all the problem. Yo, this ain't legal. The nigga's trying to blow the whistle, but he ain't tell us that he was trying to be in that industry in the first place. That's the problem, right? So, I take blame for allowing him in the moment to get that off like I was mad at the investment. No, nigga. No. Now, obviously, the investment without you telling us, but in reality, this whole conversation with Charlemagne started when he said, yo, niggas is doing illegal shit. Niggas is doing X, Y, and Z. Gambling. And he's invested in gambling. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's one point. The second point is this. Flex was right. There's so many different ways to affect people, right? Or influence people. And this is why when people act like you could just be completely unbiased, that's not true. My nigga, when I got in the game, I got offered joint venture deals from every label. Yes, they were looking at like Akademiks as his influence. He could probably break a rapper. We could make some money. That was one way. But you know the bigger picture, they were all looking at it like, we have a roster of artists. If we could incentivize Ak by giving him a check, not to promote our artists, but we're just going to give him a check for something. That's how they do it on the radio. You know, the new form of payola when it comes to radio, because you know that's illegal, right? You can't pay to play a song. You know what they do? They spend money with you for commercials. So you'll have, I don't know, Epic or Atlantic. They'll buy commercial slots on a radio station saying, hey, July 15th or July 24th, there is going to be a concert with blah, blah, blah. They pay the station that. You know what that does? It's giving revenue to the station. Now it incentivizes the program director, the music director, and the DJs themselves to speak positively about said rapper, to talk about their album. They then give them tickets. It's a roundabout way of just paying for promotion. What happens here, and by the way, I hate that when I'm explaining this like this, because I ain't gonna lie, Charlamagne saying the manic shit is like, I feel like I'm talking and people are probably like, no, Ak, you're losing it. When everything I'm saying is facts. Everything I'm saying is facts. That's how current payola works. No one's going to jail for it though. Why? Because payola distinctly says you have to pay for play. And technically you're not paying for play, you're influencing, right? It's the same way they do with they do with people who are either curators, radio yo, let's go out for dinner. Let's go out for dinner. Yo, I'm gonna fly you to here for this listening party. You give gifts because the payola rules rule that you could give gifts and they could accept gifts, just not for exchange. So labels always send gifts to radio stations. Yo, take this gift. They're skirting around the law. The law is you can't pay directly or else you're going to jail. So they send gifts. They do dinners. They buy commercials. They still give money. They do it in a different way. So why am I saying that? Because this is the same thing happening here. That's what Flex was saying. Yo, we're going to give you this $2 million deal. That's what he said. Roc Nation wanted to give him a $2 million deal. Yo, here's this $2 million deal, bro. You get this $2 million deal, and when you get the deal, you, of course, are now endeared to Roc Nation. Right? Star, who said this back in the day, which he was right. Star said he got paid $250,000 to supposedly make a compilation album. In reality, Star was one of the most vile radio personalities of all time. If he was on your artist's neck or on your neck, it's over. So you know what they did? They gave him the money saying, hey, we want you to make a compilation album. He literally said they had no interest in actually him delivering a compilation album. That was a way to route money to him to kind of influence him indirectly to not probably kill their artists or whatever. That's how it works. So this is why, and again, I'm not hating on people getting money. This is why you have to be honest up front. You got to be honest. Because if those things are happening and you're concealing it, you might as well just be getting money for whatever you're doing. If you're not, it's a reason why you're concealing it. Why not tell people? Why not be honest and open? Let people be like, okay, you know what? Maybe that's the deal he got. That's why he's saying that. Maybe it's not. But maybe it is. But the niggas who are hiding it, it feels like they're just doing payola. Why hide it? Why do we have to spend weeks to find it in some document that you're claiming is public, but the public never found it?
They know I'm too much of a risk. I am seen as, I believe, a risk to be too close to people.
No, you're seen as irrelevant, nigga. That's it. You ain't seen. Yo, look at these bum ass niggas. Yo, I'm seen. I'm the risk. They didn't want to do it with me because I'm the risk. It's risky. No, nigga. You're irrelevant. Like, you're irrelevant. Like, no one's like, you know what? Listen, all due respect, they bring Charlemagne up there. Once that nigga start talking with that lisp and all that shit, you know what I mean? That Monk's Corner, South Carolina shit. Maybe he'll convince a couple people. Nobody's bringing a bull-headed Rosendweeb to go convince nobody of nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, nobody cares about you. That's why you ain't getting called. Nobody gives a fuck about you, nigga. Nigga trying to make it like, nah, I'm a risk. No, you ain't. You a non-factor, nigga, the fuck?
Either that or they just, at least I can be grateful that quietly people think I have nothing in my pocket. But what I'm saying is, don't say it's not nothing to be asked to be part of a group to invest. Of course that's something.
Well, no.
That's legitimately being down.
Now, I will say, I told you this guy's right. No, he's right. Broken clock, right twice a day. This is where the Roc Nation strategy comes in. It's time to gaslight him. It's time to gaslight him or deflect. So he's making a good point. Well, if they are asking Charlemagne to come in and invest, there's some prior relationships there. These are things that wasn't really revealed. He's making a point. And Ebum is going to hit him with the Roc Nation finishing move number 3.
No, it's being in business with people, yes, but it's not being on someone's payroll. It's not necessarily being
the
like...
word payroll is him trying to take shots.
Yeah.
But it is compromising. You are no longer an objective critic of...
No, I've definitely invested in things.
He's telling on himself. Yo, Grant, can we figure out what he done invested in? Check every New York State filing. Everyone. Check everyone. His name is Ebro Darden. Ebro Darden. Check everything. We need it within the next couple of days. This boy was snitching on himself.
With people that I'm critical of other things that they're doing to their face. I don't like it, and even here on the show.
See, that's what this guy is missing. No one says because, nigga, listen, I know y'all might think that's not true. Yes, I got an OVO chain, but like if I could still critique Drake, that's not the point. The point is you should know that I have an OVO chain. You should know. You should know that as the audience, you should know. It shouldn't be some shit that I'm hiding in my back pocket and I'm like, yeah, I hope nobody. You should know. You should be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna take this nigga serious, or I think act just, he buys when it comes to that. You should know these niggas are defending it. That, like, no one's saying you can't, like, I'm not saying that Charlemagne can't be objective. I'm saying it looked like you ain't trying to be objective if you're trying to hide it. Why are you hiding this shit? Why are we doing hide and seek?
And now I've never invested in music, but definitely products and definitely real estate things with people that I don't agree with, both politically, right, and personally. Absolutely. And it'll be a group of like 30 people.
I guess it depends on what the situation is, but that could be still seen as compromise.
No, you
may choose not to be compromised.
Yeah, no, but I'm not saying it's people wouldn't view it that way.
Right.
I'm just saying that's not necessarily true if you are somebody that makes investments.
Sure, I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But it also could be compromising.
It could be, depending on the person and depending on what your scruples are.
I think the whole thing's silly because what is happening that's that, like,
well, in that scenario,
what's that important that Charlemagne can't comment cleanly on Roc Nation? Like, this isn't about foreign governments. Like, so what? What's the big compromise?
And for that matter, right? If it's a legitimate investment. If I make a legitimate investment in something, and I put my money up, and there's documents signed, I can say what the fuck I want to say. Like, sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my money. I can say what the fuck I want to say. It's my...
Yo, it's crazy you just threw out you don't have money to invest in me. That was wild. Out of nowhere. You're like, you don't even have anything to invest.
Broke ass nigga. That's what he's trying to say. You broke ass. Yo, stay out of rich nigga business, you broke. Yo, Ebro wouldn't say that to me. He wouldn't talk to me like that. Nigga, way he talking to you, he wouldn't talk to me like that. He talking to you like that because he know you a bum. Like, that nigga's handling you.
Invested anything.
Well, because I haven't seen you invest in anything, so I didn't know if that's what you're doing with your money.
But that's still a crazy thing to throw at someone.
No, it's not.
You know, I mean.
Yo, Rosendweeb, ever since Ebro peeped that Drake recognized that your living room was a kitchen and an office same time, of course he knows you're a bum. Yo, remember that? Look. Ever since he peeped it, bro. Ever since he peeped it, that, yo, your kitchen is in the living room, bro. Your kitchen is in the living room and your office is in the kitchen. Ever since then, E-Bum can't take you serious. This is why you can't show your... Yo, it's like when I went up in Sneako's crib, I was like, yo, word? Like it was, yeah. Oh, yeah. See? This was the kitchen fridge here. This was the office. Yeah. And it was the living room. It was all in one.
I know. I'm telling you, no one in that world. Your cool guy club in the industry, bro, I've never been in it.
Make a phone call.
I'll be honest. Part of me wants to be, and part of me is like, I don't like that crowd.
Well, then you got to make a decision. If you want to make investments with people making money, you got to make some relationships. So do you have money to invest or not?
Yo, you start shitting on this nigga, man. You got money or not, gang? Yo, that's crazy.
Because if you did, you would make a phone call and be like, yo, what do you got?
He said, basically, you broke, bro.
You did it again. No, that's two separate things. There's having money to invest, and then there's, am I good? Either A, do I want to play those games with people, and am I good at playing those games with people? I don't think I'm particularly good at it. I don't think I think I'm judgmental, and I can be like, I don't want to be a part of that crowd. You suck it up and hang around people you don't like to do those things. I don't think I can. I already have to. You
already do it.
I already have to do it, but I already.
You already do it. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but I can't do it.
You do it for work. You do it to hang out with rest.
You just started exposing him, nigga. You already sucked dick already, nigga. The fuck, like, what you mean, like, yo, nigga, you been sucking dick, like, what you mean? You don't want to suck dick? That's what he's saying, nigga. You been sucking dick, like, what you mean you want to suck dick and get money? What's up with you, nigga? You been sucking cock, like, what's up?
Wrestlers, you do it to do sports. You do it all day anyways. What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know.
You're just talking.
Do I have to do more of it, though?
If you want to make some money, what the fuck,
you
man?
You do have to choose where you want to go.
Yeah, but you have to do it always with people that you don't fuck with?
Who has the money?
And not always, unless you find some cool
Find some people with money that you like.
But, you know.
I don't know.
Because how about this? That's why I said you don't have money to invest. Because you're not actively doing it.
But that's
not a slight. You wouldn't be having this convo with me if you had money to invest.
That's crazy.
You would have been made phone calls, or you would have been hanging out with people that you like.
Yo, he is smoking this nigga, man. You don't got yo, it's crazy. Like, listen, there's a lot of people with money that just happen to not be the investment type. They might just have a money manager. They might just keep it in the bank. But he's not just saying, oh no, what the fuck? He's not just saying this nigga don't invest. He's saying you don't have the resources to invest. That hurts.
Because it makes it sound like Rosenberg's broke.
Yeah,
like,
you sound like a dick. Shut the fuck up.
No, you sound like a dick.
No, you don't.
No, you sound like an asshole.
The words you use.
No, you're
sound
like
I don't have money. Because bitch, shut the fuck up.
No, you're a bitch.
No,
you're
I'm
a hoe.
not.
You know why? Let me tell you why you're a hoe. Let me tell you why you're a hoe. Let me tell you why.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Normally, I would say this is disrespectful, but I think E-Bum is like 2% black, and it is kind of a little bit like therapeutic watching him pointing the finger at the white guy. You get what I'm saying? The bald cuck. You know what I mean? Like he's wagging the finger at him. But this is why, yo, you can't let a man, yo, he's sonning him like he's still his boss. Like, why you talking to E-Bum like, why E-Bum talking to Rosendweeb like this? This is crazy.
Because you're not actively doing it.
But that's
not a slight. You wouldn't be having this convo with me if you had money to invest.
Damn.
You would have been made phone calls, or you would have been hanging out with people that you like.
Because it makes it sound like Rosenberg's broke.
Yeah,
like,
bro, you sound like a dick. Shut the fuck up.
No, you sound like a dick.
No, you don't.
No, you sound like an asshole.
The words you use.
No, you're
saying
like an
I don't
asshole
have money.
Because
bitch, shut the fuck
no,
up.
you're a bitch.
No,
you're a
I'm
hoe.
not.
You know why? Let me tell you why you're a hoe. 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 Because you just
now. This is how I know this was a real moment. Look at Laura. She starts looking off. I don't know if they got. Well, there's a guy in the back right here. I don't know if you can see. There's a guy right here. So you could tell the reason I realize it's real. She starts to get uncomfortable, kind of looking at people off camera. So that's how I know it's real.
No, you're a bitch.
No,
you're a
I'm
hoe.
not.
You know why? Let me tell you why you're a hoe. 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 Because you just called me a bitch for no reason.
No, it is for a reason.
No, it's not. It's because you're being a hoe because you don't know how to invest.
That's different.
You don't know.
So then say that. I listened to you about shit like that.
Because you don't have money to invest.
Yo, my man, what's wrong with you? We keep going
over
this.
You don't.
You keep saying the same
You
thing.
don't.
But you don't know that. Stop.
And I'm going to keep calling you a bitch if you keep saying that.
Oh
listen, man.
Bro.
Nah, the voice crack is crazy. Nah, I feel you, though. Like, yo, you could tell this nigga, like, he probably logged into his bank account early that day and refreshed it a few times. Like, yo, this shit is bare. Triple zeros. Like, you could tell.
Listen, if you had money to invest, if you had money to invest,
stop saying
you would be talking like you're talking right now.
No, it's because I don't understand the disrespect repeatedly, bro.
Because
you wrong.
Sound nuts.
That I said I don't know people.
No, you said
I don't know this crowd.
No,
you're like, well, you don't have money.
Crowd? There is no crowd. There's people that have money and you talk to them. That's it.
Both of you guys sound like dicks.
Just
stop.
But you just don't understand when you say things that are incredibly slighting. How do you not know that? It's like the Drake thing over and over again. You say shit and you go, why? I didn't. Bro, I'm not mad at you. You just kept saying, all I said was the Roc Nation thing. I don't understand it. I don't know people like that. And you go, well, it's because you don't have money to invest. How in hip hop? How would that sound?
Because if you had money to invest, you would talk to people and say, hey, I got some money to invest. Who do you know?
Ebro, shut the fuck up, you bum ass nigga. I understand what your broke ass co-worker is talking about. Cause I got bread, nigga, and I don't know them niggas like that. That's the point he's trying to say. You're just shitting on him because he's a broke bum. It's kind of sad because he's like 49, nigga, and he's just a broke bum, worked in radar for 30 years and could still get called broke by you. But, nigga, like, me to you broke, nigga. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? And I agree with them. I don't know niggas like that. Fuck is you talking about?
That is something going on that would be interesting.
And, bro,
because you already are around people that do this. That's the point.
But you keep saying it wrong intentionally.
Yeah,
why do you not know?
You just keep telling him.
And I'm sorry I called you a bitch. It's me trying to
invest. It's mean.
It's me, and it's me trying to.
He's trying not to get fired, bro.
And I'm being now mean back to you because you're being an asshole. I don't think you're a bitch, but what you're doing is bitchy. Bro, I have money. I invested in boring places like Edward Jones. I don't call you when you're friends. I don't know them. I don't know those people. They never treated me like that. That's it. You keep saying if you had money. No, I have money. I give it to random boring firms and I invested in little things. I wasn't raised to like you have always had a DNA of
yeah, you got to know a type of crowd. I remember like in 2018 or 2017, Nadeska came to me and Nadeska was like, yo, do you want to get down with this? Like, it was some investment into Lyft. I'm like, nigga, I wish Lyft would call me. like, how do you get that call? I don't know about that. Right? It was like, I forgot what the amount, but it was like some early investments. I think they were doing another round or whatever it was, but it was like, yo, this is the amount that they want to get from a particular certain group, like whatever it was. And I remember Nadeska said it to me and I was like, damn, Nadeska, how you know the niggas that is asking for money for Lyft? Right? Like, yeah. So I kind of agree with Rosendweeb, but shit, he need to stop being broke. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, yo, you can't have your mans talking to you like this. That's wild. You get what I'm saying?
There's an opportunity, but I wasn't raised like that. I don't have that in me. My parents literally sat on a bank account, and that's what I thought you do. Like, you just stack money under a pillow, and that's what you do. I did not know. So then you keep flipping it and saying, if you had money to invest, you don't understand why that's slighting?
No.
Ebro, stop.
You're willfully a dick.
Now you're being a dick on purpose.
No.
And you call me a hoe, which I think is beyond bitch.
No, it's not. You're being a hoe and a bitch.
No.
And a pussy about it.
No, I'm
yes,
not.
Yes, you are.
Everyone's telling you you're wrong. You're playing the role of me right now. You're being told by the people around you you're being a dick, and now you're being defensive and wrong.
No, I'm not even defensive.
To be mean about it. Like,
make the phone calls and do the thing. I'm not going to sit here in a hip-hop space where literally these assholes grade us by how much money we make and have my friend and partner say, you don't have shit. Why would that be okay?
I never said you don't have shit. I said you didn't have money to invest.
I know, but...
Yo, I ain't say you ain't had shit. I just said you ain't had shit to spend.
Listen.
Oh, then maybe I don't understand the words you're saying, but if I don't understand it, what do you think they do?
Well, because when you have money to invest, that means you've actively set aside money to invest. That's
right.
like literally what it's for. It's not like a savings account where it's like literally I might lose this money.
Right.
I'm not putting this in because I think it's
money that can be placed somewhere that could be risked and gone. Okay.
Calling a firm, a professional firm, and making an investment, that's more like a savings situation. That's more guaranteed.
It's safe.
It's safe.
It's safe.
Yeah.
Money to invest, you may not get back.
Yeah, but the difference of having it or not having it is just if you have the balls to, like, I'm down to risk
because then I don't have it. I don't have it to invest.
But that's still a choice if you want to use it or not.
Yes, but some people don't have it.
But you see what I'm saying? That now we're getting to the nitty gritty. You're saying
some people did, like, I don't do that. Like, there's people who's like, I don't do that. I don't have money to invest like that. I don't do that. Like, there's people like that.
That exists, but there's
That's
also
a real
people
thing.
who have money that they're like, I'm
too scared. I don't. That's not what I do because, like, I don't know. I'm a child of the Holocaust. I don't know. The idea of being like, yo, let me throw this money over here. I'm scared to do it. What if it never comes back?
Because
But that's not. You're going to keep saying
no,
the same
but that's
thing.
but that's what it is.
But it's not.
It is.
Then it's a language. It's a word choice you're using that doesn't.
Rosendweeb is broke. Rosendweeb is broke, bro. Shit's sad, bro. This nigga worked all that time in radio, broke and shit. Whatever. Anything else on that front? We got more topics to get to, man. Oh, y'all seen Mealy Mall? Y'all seen Mealy